Both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time.
And here he is in the flesh. Sugar. So much hype. And there's the bell to start round one. Good right hand. Stiff jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Nope, that jab not gonna score. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Stiff jab. No rest for the weary. How about that time counter shot? The jab doesn't quite connect. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter back at it in round 4. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter shot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can't find a home for that jab. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That jab misses. Do you believe what we're seeing? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
I like that round. And there's the bell for round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Crawford is dazed. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get triggered.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. His leg. There's the bell to start round 6. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. That hook won't score. Insane action. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A big whiff with the right hook. He misses with that jab. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen this.
There's the bell to start round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That uppercut doesn't land. Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk. And there's the bell for round 8. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Just got rocked. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Can you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming.